Tony Hawk has spent a lifetime redefining what is possible on a skateboard, becoming not just a legend in his sport but a cultural icon whose influence stretches far beyond ramps and competitions. Yet at 57, the deeper reality of his journey reveals a far more emotional and complex story than the highlight reels ever showed. For decades, he pushed his body to its absolute limits, chasing innovation and perfection with a relentless drive that made him a pioneer. But that same dedication has come with a cost that is increasingly difficult to ignore as time moves forward. Years of hard falls, intense training, and high-impact performances have left lasting effects on his body, resulting in chronic pain, repeated injuries, and the quiet, daily reminders of a career built on physical sacrifice. What makes this particularly heartbreaking for fans is the stark contrast between the fearless, airborne figure they remember and the reality of a man who now must carefully manage his health and physical capabilities. Beyond the physical toll, there is also an emotional weight that comes with transitioning away from the peak of one's career, especially in a sport so deeply tied to youth, risk-taking, and progression. For someone like Tony Hawk, whose identity has been so closely intertwined with skateboarding excellence, stepping back from that level of performance is not just a professional shift but a deeply personal one, forcing him to reevaluate his sense of purpose and place within the world he helped shape. This internal struggle, though rarely dramatic or headline-grabbing, carries a quiet intensity that resonates with anyone who has ever faced the challenge of change after years of defining themselves by a single passion. At the same time, Tony continues to carry the weight of his legacy, a responsibility that is both an honor and a burden, as he remains one of the most recognizable figures in skateboarding history. Fans, sponsors, and the broader culture still look to him as a symbol of the sport, which can make it difficult to fully step into a new phase of life without feeling the pull of expectations tied to his past. Despite these challenges, there is also a remarkable resilience in the way he has approached this stage of his life, choosing to stay involved in the skateboarding community, mentor younger athletes, and contribute to the growth and accessibility of the sport through various initiatives. His willingness to adapt, to find new ways to stay connected to what he loves, speaks to a deeper strength that goes beyond physical ability. In many ways, the heartbreak in his story is not about loss in a traditional sense, but about transformation, the kind that forces a person to confront their limitations while still holding on to their passion. For fans who grew up watching him achieve the impossible, seeing this more vulnerable side can be difficult, not because it diminishes his greatness, but because it makes it real, reminding everyone that even legends are subject to time, change, and the consequences of a life lived at full intensity. Yet, within this reality lies a powerful message about perseverance, identity, and the ability to evolve without losing the essence of who you are. Tony Hawk's journey at 57 is a testament to the idea that greatness is not only defined by peak moments of success, but also by how one navigates the inevitable transitions that follow, embracing both the challenges and the opportunities that come with them. It is this balance of strength and vulnerability, achievement and reflection, that makes his story so deeply moving, offering a perspective that goes far beyond skateboarding and speaks to the universal experience of growing older while holding on to the passions that define us.